What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin, and today we're coming in with a classic story video. Hope you guys do enjoy and drop a like if you do. Before I dive into that, I do want to say a couple things. First off, hit me up on my social media in the description. Hit me up with that Twitter follow, that Snapchat ad, Instagram, whatever you want to do. And second off, for those of you guys who did watch my last video, the how I make my money, and you were interested in my Bitcoin exchanging and all that stuff, I know I got a lot of DMs and Snapchats asking about Bitcoin and where I get it and how I get it. And one of the sites that I recommend, now I have people who I work like one-on-one with, no website who I buy Bitcoin from, but of course they're not available 24 hours of the day because they're fucking people. But there's a site called Coinbase, and you sign up, you buy as much Bitcoin as you want. You don't need an ID or social security or any crazy shit, just a debit card to buy on there. And, you add that on there, it's a hoot and a holler. You go buy your Bitcoin, they have like certain caps depending on like how much security you have on your account. I think the base like cap or limit you can buy is like $200 a week. But if one of you guys buys Bitcoin from there, not only do they have like super nice fees, and this isn't a paid promo, this is me saying this because I buy from this site myself, but when one of you guys uses the link in the description, which is my affiliate link to sign up, and then you go and you buy $100 in Bitcoin off over any amount of time, doesn't have to be immediately, it could be like 10 years from now, you've accumulated $100 in purchases, then we each get an extra $10 Bitcoin. So you get $10 deposited and I get $10 deposited. And the fees are pretty nice. I bought like $150 in Bitcoin today and only had to pay like $5 in fees, which for those of you guys who aren't super experienced with Bitcoin, that's not bad at all. There's some sites that seriously fucking tax on it, so it's pretty good. Check that out in the description if you guys are interested. It would help me out and help you guys out if you want to start investing in some cryptocurrency. But anyways, let's dive into it. So this happened a while ago. This happened last summer, so not like super long ago, and I was with my buddy Chris. Now, Chris is a very common character in my stories. He's a hoot and a holler, great guy. I kick it with him all the time. And on this particular day, we were riding around in my Mazda, the classic Mazda, for those of you guys who watch my videos, smoking blunts, and his girl was in the back seat. It was just us three whipping it around, and we didn't really have shit to do. We were driving around trying to figure out like what we wanted to do, whose house we were going to slide on, if there was any parties or anything fun to do. And there was a kid who lived a couple neighborhoods over who we weren't too fond of. Now, this kid, it was more him that wasn't fond of him than me. Like, I didn't really know the guy super well, but he was just like, yeah, he's a fucking dickhead, and he tried to finesse me, so fuck this kid. And we were cruising by his house, and he had this fat fucking package on his porch. And this kid lives in a super rich neighborhood, right? So he's got like the stone mailbox. He's got like this beautiful fucking entryway up to his house with like the 4-car garage, and his house is all like stone, and his crib was something. It was something to glance at, And we're driving by, and I'm like, well, what? You want me to take his package? And he's like, yeah, bro, fucking, you won't. Do it. Go for it. So I'm like, all right, okay, let's get it. This is going to be a hoot and a holler. I'm down for it. So we drive a little bit down the street. We drive like a block or two away and switch seats. So he was driving my car now, and I was in shotgun. And the reason for this is because, if I'm running up to grab his package, I got to run back to my car just in case. And then he just drives out instead of me like getting back in my car, driving it myself. He could just step on it as soon as my ass was on the seat, basically. So we switch seats, we go and we pull right into his driveway because we figured, fuck it. At this point, we're already doing something, so it looks less fishy if we're like in his driveway, because then maybe it looks like we live here, or like we're a friend who he called to pick it up. I don't fucking know, dude. We have some stupid reasoning, but I ran up to his porch. I walked up. I didn't run up. And, I had done this a couple times before. And what I would normally do is, like, I'd kind of walk up slowly and, like, make sure nobody was home. Like, I'd listen for a dog barking or some shit like that. And if someone was home, like, I knew someone was home, I would ring the doorbell and just ask for a random name and hope to God no one by that name lived in that house so I could say, wrong house, sorry. But, on this particular day, I didn't bother. I just ran up and grabbed the package, bolted back to my fucking car, and booked it. And we backed out of the driveway. Now, here's where things got a bit messy. We're backing out of the driveway, and this is how I knew nobody was home, because if someone was home, they would have heard this happening. We're backing out of the driveway, and Chris guns it a little too hard and isn't really looking, and I didn't even expect this either. We underestimated the width of this man's fucking giant stone mailbox. Like, I'm talking, it was the little normal mail bin, but then it was, like, encased in stone. Like, it was fucking insane. And we're backing up, and he nails the fucking mailbox. The mailbox, no damage. It's like encased in hard-ass fucking rock. My car, oh God, it was a loud-ass thud, and his girlfriend just puts her hand over her mouth, and she's like, oh my God. And he goes, I remember I looked at Chris, and my mouth was just kind of wide. I was just like, fuck, but I didn't say anything. And he was just like, oh shit. He just kept saying it. He was just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So finally, he puts the car in drive, goes forward a little bit, backs it up again, and we whip it the fuck out of there. He's like, I'm so fucking sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. And I was like, just get us out of here, dude. Fuck it. Just go. We'll figure this out later. Just fucking step on it. So we whip it. We go a couple blocks down. We go like far enough away. Not a couple blocks, a little further than that. We just kept driving. And the whole time, he's just like, oh shit. And none of us really realized how bad the damage was because, it was a thud, but it didn't sound that bad. Like, we heard no crunching or crinkling. It wasn't that big of a bang. Like, none of us were injured. Like, it was just, it felt like a love tap almost. Like, there might be a little scratch on my bumper, like a little dent, which I wouldn't have given a fuck about. So we finally get far enough away, and we pull over. And I'm the first one out of the car. I hop out, and I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie. I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, please tell me this car is not fucked. And I go around the backside. It was the back right headlight back right like tail light that hit the mailbox. And my God, I almost had a fucking heart attack. The tail light was smashed. The right bumper was dented in pretty hard. The paint was scratched up on the whole back right side of the car. It was fucked. Like, the tail light was completely smashed. It didn't even, I think the bulb in it was intact, but like the outer like cover for it was just shattered. Like, it was just done. So I just fucking smashed off the rest of the like little jagged like glass. It wasn't really glass. It was a weird material, like little jagged like glass stuff that covered the light. And I just kind of smashed it off with my fucking fist. I was just like, fuck it, dude. I don't care. And I'm just kind of sitting there, and he could tell because he was watching me in the car, and he could tell that it was bad. He got out after me. He sat there for a couple seconds because I don't even think he wanted to know. And he gets out, and he comes around the back and looks, and he just puts his hand over his mouth, and he's just like, I am so fucking sorry, bro. And he immediately, he was just like, I'll pay you. I'll do whatever. I'll cover this whole thing, bro. I can get you like half a stack. No problem. I got you. He was like, my brother works with cars. He could fix it for you. I got you. I'll pay for it. It's whatever. I'll get you back for this, bro. Like, it's no problem. And I'm not gonna lie, on the inside, like, I love this dude. He was my bro, and he still is, but like, I was kind of pissed off, like kind of really pissed off because I just got this car. But at the same time, it was like, I was just so geeked. Like, I was like, this is the only motherfucker who this would happen with. Like, this is just such a fucking geek situation. Like, me and this man's pulling up to a house, grabbing a package, and he smashes my tail light. Like, such a fucking classic. I was just like, it's whatever, bro. It's fine. Just smoke me out fat for the next couple weeks. Like, that's all I ask. I don't fucking care. And he was like, are you sure, bro? Like, I got you. And I was like, no, dude, it's cool. Just fucking smoke me up some more, I don't fucking know, dude. And it wasn't really any different because we always smoked each other up. Like, I would go over to his house, he'd pass me a fat-ass blunt, and then I'd roll up a fat-ass blunt when he didn't have weed, and like vice versa. So it was like a little more extra smoking up, I guess, for the next couple of weeks. But it seems to be a common occurrence. Whenever I let my friends drive my cars, for the most part, they always find a way to damage it. So, yeah, I don't blame them. They were fucked up, but definitely not the best decision. After we did that, we were like just trying to figure out what the fuck to do about it, because like we already knew like there wasn't any serious, like we didn't hit another car. It wasn't like a hit and run, but it was more of just like, what the fuck? How do we even comprehend that my taillight just got smashed? Like, I've never done that to someone's car. Like, I couldn't imagine driving a friend's car and just fucking it up like that. Like, how terrifying that would be. Like, my God, that's fucked. That's also kind of why I'm so like kind to my friends when they like accidentally damage my car or something. Like, for example, when Ashton did it in that one story I told way back in the day. Because like, I could just imagine if I was in their position and I smashed up some dude's car like accidentally, and then he was just angry as fuck. Like, that wouldn't fix anything. The outcome would still be the same. So, yeah, either way, shorter story today. Hope you guys did enjoy, and expect more stories coming up soon. Just figured I'd make a shorter video because I'm running low on COD gameplay, so I gotta go grab some more of that. But either way, once again, if you guys are interested in buying Bitcoin, check the link in the description. Sign up for that site. It's a hoot and a holler. Let me know if you do sign up and how it's working for you. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.